Hello everyone. This video will provide a brief walkthrough of the AWS Certificate Manager Private CA console, and we will also cover the initial setup of a new Private Certificate Authority, or CA. But first, let's talk a little bit about the benefits of using this service. ACM Private CA provides you an easy and secure way to create a private CA and use it to create and manage your private certificates. ACM Private CA is secured with AWS Managed Hardware Security Modules, or HSMs, that adhere to FIPS 140-2 security standards to securely store the keys for your private CA. Administrators can control access to the service using AWS Identity and Access Management policies, and you can even share a CA using AWS Resource Access Manager to decrease the costs of managing CAs in multiple AWS accounts. You can audit private CA activity using AWS CloudTrail logging and monitoring service. Managing a public key infrastructure in your own data center can be expensive and requires a high level of technical expertise. With ACM Private CA, AWS manages the infrastructure on your behalf and greatly reduces the complexity involved in managing private certificates. Okay, now let's take a look at how this works in the AWS console. From the AWS console, we'll start by selecting the AWS Certificate Manager service. Now we're presented with the option to request a public certificate or create a private CA. We'll click the Create a Private CA option on the right-hand side. Next, we're shown a list of CAs we've created, if any. You can see that I already have several in this account. On the right-hand side, we can see the status of the CA. Is it active, or disabled, or deleted? What type of CA is it? Root or subordinate? You can also view when it was created, when it expires, and some of the X.509 attributes associated with the CA upon creation. You can also see the CA certificate validity, the certificate issued by the root CA. You can view the revocation information associated with the CA, either using certificate revocation lists or online certificate status protocol, or OCSP. On the top right, we can see there's an option to create a new CA. Let's click this to create a new certificate authority. We can choose to create a root CA or a subordinate CA. Some customers choose to host their root CA in AWS, others only host their subordinate CAs, like intermediate CAs or issuing CAs, in AWS and leave their root CA on-prem. But for now, we'll create a root CA that will act as the top of our chain of trust. Next, we'll need to enter some information that identifies the certificate, including the country and the province or locality. Arguably most important is the common name. This identifies the CA. Note that these fields cannot be changed after creating the CA. For now, we'll just enter the organization name and a common name. The next option we are presented with is to select the key algorithm associated with the certificate key pair. The default value is RSA 2048. However, some customers may have requirements or use cases that drive them to use larger key lengths for RSA or elliptic curve algorithms, which are also supported. Most customers tend to use RSA, but elliptic curve algorithms are often used for use cases such as IoT devices and sensors, as elliptic curve algorithms require less computing power than RSA and are therefore more suitable for small devices with limited processing power. Next, we can configure revocation options using either certificate revocation lists or OCSP. We'll skip this for now, as certificate revocation will be covered in detail in another video. Finally, we can add tags to the CA, and we can authorize ACM to renew private certificates issued from this CA. This is particularly useful for customers who want to use private certificates associated with a load balancer for internal applications, but still want to take advantage of the ability to automatically renew certificates that ACM provides. Next, review the information we've entered and options we've selected and create the CA. Now that we've created the CA, we need to install the CA certificate. To demystify this process, what we're really doing here is creating a certificate signing request, or CSR, and using the newly created root CA's private key to cryptographically sign the CSR. This creates the root CA certificate that will be used by the CA to sign other CA certificates for intermediate or issuing CAs. Here we can pick a validity value and validity type, in this case 10 years, and we'll choose the default signature algorithm of SHA-256 with RSA. Now we'll click Next. We can review our choices, and then we'll click Confirm and Install to install the root CA certificate. Okay, in this video, we took a brief look at the ACM Private CA console, and we created a new root CA that can be used to distribute certificates or sign other CAs. AWS does not recommend directly issuing certificates from a root CA, so most customers will want to create one or more subordinate CAs to complete their CA hierarchy. We will discuss CA hierarchies and why they're important in another video. Thanks for your time. And don't forget to take a look at the ACM Private CA documentation for more information on creating a private certificate authority in AWS.